What's up, you guys? Happy Friday. Oh my gosh, we made it. We made it to the weekend. I can't believe it. Happy Friday, my fam, mi familia. Going live today. I'm coming at you today. This is Coach Kelly, in case you didn't know. Coming at you today to talk about EPOC. Well, that's what I call it. EPOC. Basically, that's just the afterburn effect of your workouts. And maybe you hear this all the time. Well, cardio has this amount of afterburn, or weightlifting has this amount of afterburn. So you need to do this, or you need to do that, or X, Y, Z. You're going to be burning this many calories after the fact, right? Well, I am here to tell you the truth. I'm here to tell you what this actually is so you can actually, speak about it educatedly, if that's a word. Speak about it knowing what you're talking about and knowing what you're doing, knowing what you're getting into, and maybe you change some things up a little bit given what I'm about to tell you. I'm about to blow the lid on this. So if you guys are ready, I've got a ton of things here that I want to get through. So let's get started because I gotta go to the grocery store. I gotta go pick up my grocery order today because yo girl is hungry. What's up, you guys? Thanks so much for tuning in. Y'all, if you're watching this live, let me know down below if you're watching #Team Live or #Team Replay. I want to know when you guys are watching and when's the best time for me to hop on here and do these for you, because I want to make sure as many of y'all are involved as possible. So here we go. So EPOC is what I call it. That stands for the excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. That's why I call it EPOC. That's why. Say that 10 times fast. Excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, EPOC, okay? And this is just the calories that are burned after your workout, trying to get your body back to the state it was in before you started your workout. And that takes energy, okay? So anytime our body is using energy, we're burning energy. Energy equals calories, our food, right? That's where we get our energy from. So it takes a certain amount of energy to get your body back to its pre-workout state, okay? Your metabolism stays elevated for a period of time after your workout, okay? But it's estimated that you're going to be burning anywhere from 6 to 15% of the calories that you actually burn in your workout. That's it. That's it, you guys. So it depends how many calories you burned in your workout first. There's just no blanket amount of afterburn depending on what you do. It's dependent upon how many calories you burn in your actual workout. Therefore, how tough it was, right? So if you're doing a tougher workout, you're going to have a bigger afterburn effect. Okay, but it's anywhere from 6 to 15%. It's not a whole lot. So for instance, if you burn about 300 calories during your workout, your afterburn would only be anywhere from 18 to 45 calories total. That's it. That's like a couple of berries. I don't know. That's it. Right? So it's really nothing to get our panties in a wad about, right? If we, don't do what we think is going to create a larger afterburn effect, or if we don't do the right workout because of our afterburn effect, it's not going to make or break you, okay? Your progress and success in reaching your goals does not come from this afterburn effect. Is essentially what I'm trying to tell you, okay? And this applies to all forms of exercise, no matter what you are doing, because after any exercise, after any workout, your body is trying to get back to the state that it was in prior, okay? But if it was a tougher workout, that's going to require more energy to get back to that place, and that's why your afterburn effect is a little bit larger. So it's a sliding scale here, and something like, I would say, like LISS is going to be on the lower end, that's 6%. And something like HIIT or maybe CrossFit will be at that higher end, the 15%, okay? So the intensity does play a role. And then the afterburn effect usually stops and kind of drops off around the 2-hour mark, the 2 hours after your workout is complete. And that's it, okay? So it's not something that continues on for like 24, 48 hours, 72 hours, okay? Now what does continue on is your body restoring its glycogen levels, okay? So if you just did a high intensity workout, a glycolytic workout, so say you just did a CrossFit class, your body is going to continue to recover from that workout for up to 72 hours, replenishing those glycogen levels that you just depleted, okay? What else? Yes, covered that. Yes, check. Okay. Now, there's a misconception here that HIIT is going to burn more fat. HIIT is like the new sexy, interesting thing right now. High intensity interval training, okay? Comparatively to like a LISS cardio, which is just, going out and walking, right? Everyone wants to go to an Orange Theory or a CrossFit or an F45 or whatever, a boot camp, something like that. Versus, no one wants to just get out and walk. Just get out and go for a walk. Y'all, I would choose a walk over a HIIT class any day. That's my preference, okay? So, does that, in the grand scheme of things, move you forward more towards your goal? Burn more fat overall? Maybe, possibly. It depends. As all things in nutrition and fitness, it depends, okay? So, I'm going to give you guys some numbers here. I'm going to throw out some numbers just to kind of like help you guys see what I'm talking about here. An 80-minute HIIT session, 80 minutes of HIIT. Now, we all know what HIIT is, right? If we don't, HIIT, high intensity interval training, is where you go max effort, all out effort for a short amount of time. I'm talking 30 seconds. 30 seconds of max effort followed by maybe a minute and a half of total rest so that you come all the way back down and you can go max effort again. 80 minutes of that, okay? That's a freaking long ass time of going max effort. I don't know anyone that can do that. I certainly can't do that. I don't want to try. I don't want to. So HIIT is generally around 10, 15, 20 minutes long. That's how long you can really push your body to max effort like that in intervals like that, okay? But if we are doing an 80-minute HIIT session, your afterburn effect, your EPOC, could be up to 80 extra calories. That's it. 80 extra calories for 80 minutes of max effort work. That's a lot. And I don't care about 80 calories that much, okay? That is a long ass time. Like I said, a normal HIIT session is maybe 20 minutes, okay? So if that's all you're doing, then you're probably only getting maybe like 20 extra calories, maybe. It's about 10%, right? So, I don't know. Given that, is it worth it? I'd rather just go out and get a walk, okay? Because due to the fact that it's a shorter amount of time, right? 10, 15, 20 minutes that you're working out. You're not going to be burning very many calories during the workout, but you do get that little bit of extra afterburn effect. And that's it. Okay? Now, if we're going out for a walk, if we're performing lifts in some way, you're probably going to be doing it for a longer period of time. 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. Okay? And lifts, by the way, also has other benefits mentally, right? It's a wonderful mental health tool. Okay? Your body also doesn't have to recover from lifts because it's not a high intensity. Okay, so you're removing the need for that recovery. It's so much easier on your joints. It's so much easier on your hormones. It's just so many other benefits that come with low intensity, steady state cardio. You're probably going to burn more doing lifts while you're doing it, but you don't get that afterburn effect, right? Because it's not as hard for your body to recover from. So there's that. Now, if we compare this, it's pretty much the same for across the board. You either burn more while working out and less after the fact, or you burn less while working out, but more after the fact. They're pretty much the same, okay? The only difference is that you don't have to recover from lifts, okay? You don't have to worry about doing too much lifts, okay? There are no downsides to overtraining lifts. You can't overtrain lifts. The whole point of overtraining is that it's having a negative effect on your body, right? So why not just choose that? Okay, it's not as exciting, it's not as sexy, it's not the new flashy thing, and it definitely takes longer, right? So if you were short on time, that might be something to consider. But it's so much more enjoyable to me because of the other benefits that maybe aren't even like fat loss or fitness focused, right? Mental health aspect about it. Especially if you're getting outside in nature, fresh air, vitamin D. Oh my gosh, it's amazing, right? So which one's better for fat loss? Neither. They're both about the same, okay? So it's really just about what you prefer, what's more enjoyable for you, okay? But you also have to keep in mind the recovery part of HIIT, okay? And then after this afterburn effect goes away and drops off, then you have the rest of your day, 24-hour period, where you can still get some work done, right? Where does that progress in the rest of your day come from? Your diet, your nutrition, your macros need to be on point, okay? Now, there's also some room in there for some more calorie burn from what? Muscle tissue, having muscle on your body. So this is where weightlifting comes into play, okay? Lifting weights, building muscle, creating muscle tissue on your body is just going to start the process of your body burning calories 24/7. Because the more muscle you have on your body and on your frame, muscle just naturally burns fat at rest. You're going to have a higher metabolism, a higher metabolic rate, okay? So while you do your cardio, whether it's HIIT or LISS, you get that burn during the workout, you get that afterburn after the workout, then that drops off, you have the rest of the day. Your primary focus is lifting weights, where your body is still continuing to burn calories because of the muscle you have on your frame. If your main focus and primary focus is just cardio and weightlifting is not a part of your life, That's all you get. You get your workout, you get your afterburn effect, and nothing. You're leaving so much more real estate on the table. It's up for grabs. And you're missing out on that, right? So HIIT is definitely slightly more time efficient. I got off on a little tangent. Let's get back to these notes. HIIT is slightly more time efficient, obviously, which may increase the likelihood that you actually do it because we're so busy these days, right? But again, just don't forget that high intensity definitely has that recovery piece to that puzzle that you have to take into account, okay? Your nervous system is going to take a hit. Your CNS is going to be affected, okay? Your stress hormones will constantly be elevated. Your cortisol will be way up through the roof. You increase, the likelihood of injury, right? And your performance and whatever you're doing will eventually decrease over time if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not recovering properly, right? None of that comes with just getting out and going for a walk, right? So LISS, on the other hand, doesn't induce that stress response from the body, doesn't elevate your cortisol, okay? It's a very low impact on your joints. It improves your mental well-being, speeds up your recovery by actually flushing out all of that lactate that's pumping through your muscles, okay? But it does take a little bit of extra time to perform. You got to do it a little bit longer, which maybe, that decreases your adherence over time because you just don't have the time to dedicate to it every single day. So there's pros and cons to both, okay? And, just cardio, this is our week of cardio. We're teaching and training on cardio. Cardio is amazing. I get asked all the time, why do you hate on cardio? I don't hate cardio. I think cardio has its time, its place. I think it is an amazing tool for health. I think people enjoy it. So if you love it and you're passionate about it and it brings joy to your life, I recognize that. So I think it's definitely something that you should do if that's you. That is not me. At least at this time in my life, okay? I won't say that I've never done cardio before. I used to be a CrossFitter, a hardcore CrossFit athlete. I was doing cardio 5-6 days a week, right? And then before that even started, I used to be in the bodybuilding realm. We had to do cardio 2-3 times a week, like traditional cardio, right? Now I am definitely getting back into the cardio realm. Just yesterday, I did some sprints, some interval sprints. And I also did a barbell complex. So 6 rounds of sprinting, right? So I'm trying to do 1 day of cardio this week, or I did 1 day this week, I did 1 day last week, and each time I do it, I'm getting a little bit better, I go a little bit further, a little bit harder, right? So once a week is where I'm at right now. And I'm good with that. I hate it while I'm doing it, but that's all I need. That's all I want. That's all I need. So I don't hate cardio. I actually do cardio. And if you are a CrossFit athlete, which a lot of my clients are, and I know a lot of y'all watching are, cardio is involved. Cardio is involved in Orange Theory. Cardio is involved in F45. I know is really popular. Any type of boot camps, any type of lifting heavy. Fast. Not heavy. Fast. Lifting fast for speed, for time. Okay? As many rounds as possible, as many reps as possible, or the lowest time you're trying to get on the leaderboard. You can't necessarily lift very heavy while doing that. That's what I meant to say. So that's why CrossFit isn't necessarily a physique sport. CrossFit wasn't created to build a certain type of body. CrossFit was created to be the fastest person in the gym, to get your shit done. That's it. Okay? In order to build a certain body and to create a specific physique where you want to make changes, that requires specific training of those muscle groups, hypertrophy, a specific load, specific reps, specific time under tension. It takes time. Slowing down, contracting the muscles. Not just as many reps as you can possibly get as quickly as possible at a lower weight. You got to go heavy. You got to tax that muscle. You got to take it to failure every single time. You got to tear that down. It's got to be heavy enough to tear apart that tissue. But in CrossFit, you're going so fast, it's not that heavy, right? That's why, in case you didn't know. More tangents from Coach Kelly. So EPOC effect. You definitely get it from your cardio, 100%. Can you get it from lifting? Absolutely, because again, it comes from that intensity. If you're jacking your heart rate up, you can get cardio from lifting. Just lift fast, right? And that's actually where the biggest EPOC effect comes from, the high intensity. You're going to get a higher intensity when there's some type of resistance included in your cardio. So you'll be more on the end of that 15%. Okay. What else did I want to throw at you guys? That's about it. Okay. EPOC, anywhere from 6 to 15%, depending on the intensity. High intensity or HIIT cardio requires a recovery aspect. LIST does not, but also comes with so many other benefits. Maybe takes a little bit longer, HIIT's a little bit shorter. If you're short on time, I get it, but you've got to be able to recover. You've got to be able to recover, or your health goes down the tube, your performance goes down the tube, and your body composition goes down the tube. And that's honestly why a lot of high intensity athletes, such as CrossFitters, have problems achieving an aesthetic or a physical goal. Is their performance there? 1000%. They are the best athletes on the planet. But they can't afford to worry about what they look like. Doesn't matter. They just need that score. Okay? And they've got to do whatever it takes to get that score. And that takes eating more food. Okay? So we can't always achieve our aesthetic goals by putting our body through crazy high intensity nonstop every single day. Your body has to be healthy, it has to feel safe and running optimally in order for it to look the way that you want it to look. Okay? So oftentimes when I start working with CrossFit athletes, we got to pull back. We got to pull back on the intensity. We got to pull back on the workouts, the number of days that we're going to the gym. And then we actually start seeing some progress aesthetically. Okay? Can your performance sometimes suffer when you do that? Yeah, because you're not training as much. I get that. But what's more important to you? What is your actual goal? You can achieve and chase performance for a time, and then you can switch gears and chase aesthetics for a time, but then you can go back to performance. Like, nothing's ever permanent. This is where periodizing your year comes into play. Nothing's ever permanent. And just because you put performance on the table doesn't mean you can't come back to it. Doesn't mean that it's gone forever. Okay? All right. That's all I got for you. I'm going to quit yapping your ears off. So if you guys have any questions on any of these topics, I know I covered a lot. It's a little bit more than just talking about EPOC here. If you guys have any questions on this stuff, drop them down below and let me know. This content that I create, me and Mariah, it's based on what you guys want to know. So you've got to tell us what questions you have, what you want to hear from us, so that we can continue to provide you guys with the best education, the best information that we've got. All right. So I appreciate y'all letting us know. I I hope you have an amazing rest of your Friday, and we'll talk soon. Bye.